YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. It's not cute, not knowing. Let's hug. Yesterday, I was a mess. I know y'all saying, can you get these damn lashes together if you're going to wear them? I was just so thrown by the whole Breonna Taylor thing, and I was upset. And that's how I get when I'm upset. And as I get older, the upsetness just gets worse. But thanks for rocking with me and being patient with me, because I appreciate it. Auntie goes through, we don't take real bad news really well. So sometimes we just kind of like, are you ready for today? First off, Saturday Night Live is returning October 3rd on NBC. Chris Rock is going to be the host. Megan Thee Stallion, who's one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential, spokesperson for Coach Magazine. She's the musical guest. This season is going to be exciting. You got Jim Carrey joining to play Joe Biden. Maya Rudolph returning as Kamala Harris. You got Alec Baldwin playing Trump. The new season of Saturday Night Live, October 3rd. Chris Rock, whose new show, Fargo, I think I'm going to have to watch it because Glenn Turman, he used to be married to Aretha, Preach, Cooley High. Glenn Turman is a well-established actor. I didn't know he was in it. He's in it, but Fargo airs on the FX channel. Go Chris Rock. We're going to see him everywhere. Mariah Carey, the meeting of Mariah Carey. I got a draft of the book. Woo! She wrote the book with Michaela Angela Davis. She was an editor for a hot second at Essence Magazine. Mariah goes into a lot of things. It's basically how she turned her pain into joy. Her love of Christmas. All I Want for Christmas, the ultimate Christmas song. She loves Christmas, and she does Christmas big. In Mariah's mind, she's always 12 years old. How she loves the wind tunnels. A lot of those big stars, they love the wind tunnels so her hair can just like Farrah Fawcett out. How she loves to say, darling. Her shade. We're going to get to the shade in a minute. Mariah Carey, the child of an interracial couple growing up in Long Island. Things weren't always easy for Mariah Carey. And she talks about being mistreated as a child. Her neglectful mother. Her older sister, Allison, who tried to force her to do cocaine. Who tried to pimp her out. See, Allison dabbled in prostitution and drugs. And she's HIV. How Allison poured scalding hot tea on Mariah. She was 12. She had to be hospitalized. When asked, how do you feel about airing out your family's dirty laundry? She says, they do nothing but treat me like an ATM machine. She says, I'm an ATM machine with a wig on. She talks about her marriage to Tommy Mottola. He was the head of Sony Records. She was signed when she was 18 years old. They married 3 years later. She says that being with Tommy Mottola was like being in prison. She likened it to Sing Sing, with the security cameras, the armed guards, the controlling and unpredictable rage. She was always under constant surveillance and always being watched. One time, in front of guests, he threatened her with a butter knife. A knife is a knife, but the butter knife is kind of like, I can't get that damn thing out of my face. He put the butter knife to her because she threatened to leave him. She talked about how she would get away just to go to Burger King with the brat, like, get me out of here. But she only could be gone for like 20 minutes at a time. She cheated on Tommy Mottola with Derek Jeter, the captain at the time of the New York Yankees. She really goes into detail. Derek had her strung. They never got married, but they were together for many, many years. Tommy Mottola says he wishes Mariah nothing but the best. He actually apologized for his treatment of Mariah in his book that he put out in 2013. He says he wishes her nothing but the best, and he says we should have never been married. Y'all know how you get in relationships with somebody, and you're like, I should have did that. I should have did that. She talks about Jennifer Lopez, but wait, she never mentions J-Lo by name. She just says another artist. Mariah felt that Jennifer Lopez was hired at Sony Music to taunt her, harass her, take her music, like it was deliberate. So whenever someone would say something about Jennifer Lopez, Mariah would do the infamous, I don't know her. I don't know her. You don't know Jennifer Lopez? Y'all on the same label. Have you ever run into each other in the hall? I don't know her. Mariah Careys shade. No mention of Eminem, y'all. And Eminem was afraid. They didn't actually date, but they went on a date. They started kissing, and he arrived too soon in his pants. Got to read between the lines here. Read between the lines. He thought she was going to bring that up. I guess she figured he wasn't worth it. Other relationships that she was in, because I know one day I was sitting here trying to count them, she would just say they didn't work out. So no mention of Eminem. She talks about being diagnosed with bipolar. Right after Glitter, she was diagnosed as being bipolar. Her pain into joy. Mariah basically talks about what happened to her. I'm still getting through the book because we got to get to the Nick Cannon and becoming a parent part. But the meaning of Mariah Carey, we're finding it all out. The new book arrives in stores on the 27th, which is next Tuesday. Nelly is not liking being on Dancing with the Stars. He opened up the Us magazine. Nelly, they criticized him the first week because he had sneakers on, and Derek Huff was like, you're going to have to wear shoes. So he had his sneakers turned into shoes. Nelly is like, look, I'm from the Lou. I'm from the hood. I don't know nothing about ballroom dancing. But Nelly, you wanted that Dancing with the Stars money. They pay money, and it's work. It's not easy being on that show. So many people are like, can y'all vote me off because I'm tired? Lawrence Taylor, Patti LaBelle. They're like, you can vote me off. I want to go home because I'm tired. It's grueling. It's no joke. It's not easy. But you see the money. So you're like, I'm going to go on Dancing with the Stars. He's tired. He's not getting voted off no time soon, even though he's not a great dancer. He's cute. He's not a great dancer, but he's going to be on there for at least a couple of weeks. Tyra Banks. She says she ain't paying attention to the haters. She knows she made a couple of mistakes. She knows that people really don't like her because she took over for Tom Bergeron, but she don't care because she's not going nowhere. This is going to be interesting because fans aren't really feeling her and the ratings took a little dip. One week she talked too fast. The second week she slowed down considerably, but she was making mistakes. People will be nitpicky. The outfits are kind of poofy. It's different. Let's just say it's different. Nat James. This is the gentleman who's going to be the new Black Bachelor. They're saying he could be bisexual. See, people, when they found out who he was, they started going through his social media pages. And he has a lot of pictures with his male roommate. Peeking over his shoulder. They were in bed, wrestling. It's just like, Matt, do you have something to tell us? I hope he's being honest and not leading somebody on or just doing this reality show for the money. Now, I already think that's just they're not getting picked. But no, woman, be honest. Be honest about who you are. Just be who you are. Just be honest about who you are and claim it. I hope this isn't just something to get that bachelor money. Get ready for the Rick James story, a mini series, My Brother's Keeper. This is going to focus on Rick James and his brother, and they're growing up. They're saying before the fame. But when are they going to get to the fame? Rick James had the hits, the wigs, the feud with Prince, the women, the drugs, the alcohol, discovering Tina Marie, burning the girl with the crack pipe, going to jail, having to remove his wig. That's a lot. It's just, but he had these hit songs. I mean, Rick James was that dude at one time, but there was a lot of excess. I wonder, will this miniseries go into that? Lizzo is covering the latest issue of Vogue magazine, talking about body positivity. She's losing weight, y'all. She's gone vegan, and so far she's lost like 50 pounds. Vanessa Bryant, what a rough week. She's suing the LA County Sheriff's Department for sharing photos of her husband's crash, the plane crash. Her mother is putting her on blast. She put me out. She took the car. Now they're wondering if Vanessa, who went on social media with Kobe's past memorabilia, was she shading his parents in doing that? Because these were the items that Kobe had to fight with his parents for before he died. Their relationship was kind of like really strained, and they had it. They were going to sell it. They wanted a house. He said, no, I want my stuff back. Apparently, Vanessa had said it's good to have the stuff back because it was such a sad situation. And they're like, are you shading the Bryants, Pam and Joe? This is interesting, and I don't think anything she does. Not that she's going to get married anytime soon, but you watch. If she starts dating somebody, they're going to be like, because you know people be counting, saying, you dating already? Not that she's dating. I'm just saying women are treated differently. DJ Booth, The Wendy Williams Show. Is The Wendy Williams Show a toxic place to work? Was he sexually harassed? What is he going to say about the drinking? Was he involved with Wendy? Did it end and he got fired? What is Booth going to say? You know, Ellen DeGeneres, she came under fire from her former co-workers. If these co-workers or former co-workers from the Wendy Williams Show get to talking, and we're talking about after Kevin, what is it like working now? A lot of people feel that she, kind of like abuses Suzanne. They don't like how she talks to her. Is there drinking going on? What does Booth know? And what is Booth going to say? Will Booth be paid off to keep him from talking? This is a powder keg situation. Wendy, you're going to have to be careful. Because these workers are talking. They ratted out Ellen. Could you imagine what they would say? Wendy, be careful. Be very careful in how you treat people because they get to talking. If there's drinking and all this other stuff involved, I've heard, Wendy, I need you to be careful. I need you to be careful because some behavior stuff, it's not good, baby. It's not good. And I say this with love. It's not cute not knowing, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. You know that I saw it if I give you a heart. It's not cute not knowing. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. Thanks for joining me.